General of the UNESCO, Excellencies, dear colleagues and friends of the global education community. Two words, recovery and resilience. Those two words have dominated our education policies for the last 2 years, not only in my country and my jurisdiction, being the Flemish community of Belgium, Flanders, but all over the world. And we're all in the same boat. Only international solidarity and cooperation will help us to face this unprecedented crisis together. And it is important that we reaffirm our commitment together at this GEM and throughout the Paris Declaration. But international cooperation will only benefit to all if embedded in carefully designed policies at home. And in doing so, we fully agree with UNESCO's recommendations on how to make recovery work. In my country, we have indeed ensured schools to remain open as much as possible, even at the peaks of the pandemic, and this in constructive dialogue with teachers and schools. Our own recovery plan puts vulnerable learners that suffered most of the closures at the heart of our attention. The crisis has moreover provided an opportunity to systematically put digital transition and connectivity on track at all levels. Finally, the holistic application of the lifelong learning perspective throughout the continuum of all strands education has more than ever become the hallmark for widening access for underrepresented groups in terms of socioeconomic background and age, and in promoting successful completion of studies and qualification. Monitoring plays an important role, not only at the global and regional level, but first and foremost for our own education systems. Also in Flanders, the corona crisis has underscored the urgency of better elaborated monitoring to keep track of progress in remediation of learning losses. And for this purpose, we embarked on several new strategies for data collection, including a trajectory towards a new system of central learning assessments at different stages of the school career. In our endeavors for education in a world perspective, SDG 4 and Education 2030 Framework for Action remains our first and foremost line to take. Also at country level, Belgium and Flanders, we have defined our own goals and benchmarks for SDG 4, translated to our specific context, and this on a horizon of 2030 and even 2050. Meanwhile, we follow regional and global initiatives on the matter with great interest. And let me finally congratulate the International Commission for the Futures of Education and UNESCO for their research-based message of hope. Among many thoughtful observations, the newly launched flagship report demonstrates clearly how human rights, democracy and rule of law are the indispensable framework conditions for sustainable development of both humanity and the planet as a whole. By no means sustainable development can be limited to the ecological aspect only. Intertwined social and economic dimensions are equally important. May this holistic perspective accompany our reflections in the coming days. I wish the Education Commission all success in reinforcing UNESCO's work on capacity building, standard setting and research as a powerful enabler of humanity's joint sustainable future in and through education. Thank you.